And if you've ever driven through Oklahoma land, you've seen miles and miles and miles of red dirt. And this land that we are from and that we're living in has inspired a huge musical movement from Western swing to the Tulsa sound and red dirt music. So, John Cooper, founding member of Red Dirt Rangers, welcome to Unscripted.
Thanks, I'm glad to be here today.
So, personally speaking, what about the land, about the people, inspired your music?
You know, just I think being from here, Oklahoma is right in the center geographically of the country, and all forms of music, all the American forms of music have come through here, whether it's jazz, blues, country, western swing, rock and roll, you name it, bluegrass. I think Oklahoma gets pegged as a country music mecca, and there's all kinds of great artists from here, though. You can go into jazz with Chet Baker or Arnie Kessel from Muskogee. You can go into rock and roll with Leon Russell, J.J. Cale, Jesse Ed Davis. You can go into blues. Jimmy Rushing from Oklahoma City, Mr. 5x5, who was Charlie Christian, who basically invented electric guitar. The roll call is vast in Oklahoma with great musicians in all genres.
Right.
And I think what we did was take all of that and what we listened to and turned it into, you know, ran it through our own filter and it came out as red dirt music.
Really great.
Well, thanks.
So, congratulations is in order for being inducted into the Oklahoma Music Hall of Fame.
Thank you very much. I think the biggest honor for me personally was inducting our band into a thing that has so many of our heroes.
Oh, yeah.
Woody Guthrie and Bob Wills and J.J. Cale and, you know, all the greats, man. It's very humbling.
So rewind like 30 years, take me back to the farm. I mean, what was that like? It's like a breeding ground for community and creativity.
Yes.
I missed it. I was just a few years old.
You were
but
young.
If I was older, I would have been there jamming out, and you all know it.
Yes.
What was it like, and is there an equivalent of it today?
It was a place outside of Stillwater, and it was a 6-bedroom house on 149 acres that was started during the land run. This is when the family claimed it. But it was an old abandoned house, and it hadn't been lived in for a while. A friend of mine and I were looking for a place to live, and we pulled up the driveway and just like, man, I think we can live here. And sure enough, we did. It was just far enough outside of town that it allowed us to do anything we wanted. Law enforcement left us alone.
That's a great place.
Absolutely. And this was late 70s, early 80s.
So
it just became a musical hangout in Mecca, and that's really the epicenter of red dirt music, for sure. And it's just like any other place. It's not about the physical structure. It's about the people that were there that made it special. So whenever we gather and start playing guitars, man, the magic comes right back. Yeah.
So 2004, your life changed.
It did.
You and your partners, you were in a fatal helicopter crash.
Yes.
And you 3 survived.
We did.
So how did that experience redefine your purpose in life?
Enjoy every breath, because you don't know when the next one's coming, and it may not, and one day it won't. So really, you know, the famous Warren Zevon saying is enjoy every sandwich. Mine was just enjoy every breath.
Enjoy.
I think that, and just a real commitment to wanting to be of service to people. Through that event, it was the genesis of what became a thing that's called the Red Dirt Relief Fund. And that's to help musicians and people in the music industry in Oklahoma in times of need. We're in our 7th year. We've given away over $75,000 in grants. It's great. We had benefits thrown for us all over the country, and money came in from all over the world. It was amazing. I call it the most horrifically beautiful experience of my life. We got to see such outpouring of concern, you know, help. We're getting letters from around the country and around the world, and you wonder as an artist, and I'm sure you feel this way too, is what I'm doing making a difference? Is it helping people?
I question that.
Oh man, I did too, constantly.
And then you got proof.
I know for a fact that what we've done has helped people for sure, because they've told us.
So, Republican National Convention.
Oh boy.
What type of reaction did you get from that?
What do you think? I mean,
nice letters.
Social media was a bit blown up for a while, but you know, we didn't really care. It was a gig,
It's a great gig.
You know, it was a great gig. We didn't go play for Donald Trump. We went and played for the Oklahoma Republican Party, which I am not a member of. But we tell people they basically paid for us to have a trip to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Woo! But music is music.
Hey, man,
it's the pulse, it's the heartbeat.
Exactly, and if we're not willing to engage with the other thought side, how are we ever going to come together? I mean, this country's so polarized anyway. We need to come together.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't regret going at all.
So that's a huge accomplishment. What is something that you haven't accomplished yet that you want to?
You know, more tours of Europe. We haven't been near enough, but we've actually, I mean, in the last 30 years, we've crisscrossed the country. We played coast to coast and border to border. We're really happy with, you know, what we do right now.
Well, tell us what you do right now, because we're at KOSU headquarters of Tulsa, correct?
Yes.
And so you have a new radio show coming out.
Yeah, a new show that's going to start in the fall called Tune In Tulsa, which we've lined up. The new mayor, G.T. Bynum, is going to be a guest. Tim Blake Nelson's going to be on. Michael Chaikin, the curator of the Bob Dylan Archives, was a guest. We're very excited about the show, and we have some big plans for Tulsa.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about them off camera.
Okay, off camera, it's our little secret. So, last question to the aspiring young musicians out there who might be watching this. What advice do you have for them?
Never take no for an answer. If you don't like hearing no and rejection, the arts are not for you. You're going to hear no a lot when you first start. If you believe in what you do, and are surrounded with people and you all believe in what you do, just do it. And you will find your audience, you'll find the place that you fit. But you're going to hear no a lot in the early days, and that's in any art, as I'm sure you know as well.
I know.
Rejection is
very well.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't take rejection, I suggest another profession, because you're going to hear no a lot. But don't believe it. If you believe in what you're doing, stay with it, and you'll find, your audience will find you.
Thank you, Joan Cooper.
Thank
Red Dirt
you.
Rangers, thank you for all that you've done for Oklahoma and the people out in the world who respond and love your music.
Thanks very much for having me today.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching Unscripted.